Hello friends. How are you, all? Hope that you all are safe and happy. Ever happen? While playing cricket, does your ball fall into a lake, river, or swimming pool? What happened to the ball? The ball will dip into the water and float on the surface of the water. Now, take one stone of the same weight and throw it into the water. What happens to the stone? This stone will sink into the water. Do you know the reason behind this? Despite having the same weight, one object is floating while another is sinking. The reason is buoyancy. In our daily life, we go through many cases of buoyancy. For example, a toy duck in the bathtub, a wooden piece on the water surface, an apple floating on the water surface, or a fresh egg sinking in salt water. Many more are there, like submarines, scuba divers, and gas balloons. Also, iron made large ships float because of buoyancy. So, what is buoyancy? According to the statement, buoyancy is the ability or tendency of an object to float in fluid. Like in the gym, one can lift 20 kilograms while the other can lift 50 grams. It is their ability to lift the weight. Likewise, it is an object's ability to float in fluid. Any gaseous or liquid substance can be considered a fluid. Now, any object will float or not, depends on the density and fluid it displaces. For example, a fresh egg can float in salt water and will sink into the fresh water. Because an egg's density is greater than fresh water and less than salt water. Let's take another example, but considering the same fluid. A plastic ball will float on water and a stone will sink because the ball's density is stone's density is greater than water. From the image, we can get an idea of how water displaces objects immersed in it. To float, an object's weight should be less than the weight of the fluid displayed by it. Despite having tons of weight, the ship floats because of buoyancy alone. Because it displaces more fluid than its own weight, a needle does not displace more fluid than its own weight. That is why it sinks. Types of buoyancy: positive buoyancy, negative buoyancy, neutral buoyancy. Positive buoyancy. When an object's weight is less than the weight of the fluid it displaces, this means the object will float on the surface. Weight of the object less than weight of fluid displaced. Negative buoyancy. This is when the object sinks. The weight of the object is greater than the weight of the fluid it displaces. Neutral buoyancy. According to the rules of buoyancy, the amount of fluid displaced is equal to the weight of the object. The weight of the object equals the weight of the fluid displaced. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.